There was a man called Rory, and he was so poor, all he could do to make a living was taking the socks his wife has made and put them in a bag and putting those bag on the stick, and that stick on his shoulder, and he'd walk from town to town selling the socks. Well, this particular night it was windy and it was raining, and he was looking for somewhere to stay, and he saw a cottage in the distance. He went and he knocked on the door. "Come in," said the host. "I will," said Rory. "Sit down," said the host. "I will," said Rory. "You're hungry," said the host. "I am," said Rory. "For to tell you the truth, I've not had a thing to eat today. I had less yesterday and even less the day before." So the host, he said to the floor and he said to the ceiling, he said to no one in particular, "My friend Rory could do with a spot to eat." And with that, the potatoes leapt out of the bag, peeled themselves, threw themselves in the pan. In fact, everything cooked itself, and when it was ready, 2 plates were out, one in front of Rory, one in front of the host, and they were filled with fantastic food. They ate till they felt good. And the host turned to Rory and said, "Rory, are you thirsty?" And Rory said, "Well, to tell you the truth, I've not had a drop past my lips today. I had less yesterday, and even less the day before." So the host, he said to the floor and he said to the ceiling, he said to no one in particular, "Yeah, my friend Rory could do with a drop to drink." With that, 2 tankards flew out, one in front of Rory, one in front of the host, and a barrel hung over the table, and they were filled with a golden liquid. They drank several tankards full, and they felt good. And the host turned to Rory and said, "Rory, don't your feet hurt?" And Rory said, "To tell you the truth, I've a blister that starts at my toes and finishes at my heel." The host, he said to the floor and he said to the ceiling, he said to no one in particular, "My friend Rory could do with a pair of slippers on his feet." And with that, his poor old broken boots fell off, and a pair of slippers flew down from upstairs. One landed on one foot, one landed on the other. By this time, Rory's getting a bit curious, so he says, "I don't mean to poke my nose in, but what do you do all day long?" He said, "Well, to tell you the truth, I spend 1/3 of my time eating and drinking, 1/3 of my time sleeping, and 1/3 of my time singing songs and listening to stories, or listening to songs and telling stories. And if you want to stay tonight, you've either got to sing me a song or tell me a story." Now, Rory's voice was the worst voice in the whole world, even worse than mine. He said, "Look, I can't sing a song." "Okay, tell me a story." But every story Rory had ever known, he'd forgotten. "I'm sorry," said the host, and he kicked him out the door and threw his socks after him. And he walked down the road for 1 mile, and he walked for 2, and he walked for 3, and he met a man by the side of the road. In front of the man was a fire, and the fire was a stick. On the stick was a big piece of meat, split, splatter, it went into the fire. Man said, "Sit down." Rory said he would. Man said, "We look after the fire." Rory said he would. There he is, he's poking the fire, he's putting a bit of wood in it. Suddenly the meat started talking to him, said, "Turn, turn, make sure my whiskers don't burn." It was so bright, dropped the whole lot in the fire, ran off down the road. Meat and stickers chased him down the road, hit him on the back this way, hit him on the back that way. He's all bruised and he's bleeding. He ran till they came to the cottage. "Come in," said the host. "Whatever happened to you?" Said, "So like this. I went down the road for 3 miles, met a man by the side of the road. In front of the man was fire, and the fire was a stick. The stick was a big piece of meat, split, splatter, and went into the fire." Man said, "Sit down," said I would. Man said, "Look up." Fire, said I would. There I was, poking the fire. Suddenly the meat started talking to me. He said, "Turn, turn, make sure my whiskers don't burn." I was so frightened, dropped the whole lot in the fire, ran off down the road. Meat and the sticks chased me down the road, hit me on the back this way, hit me on the back. Rory, Rory, Rory. If you'd told me a story like that in the first place, you could have stayed the night. Off you go to bed. And it was the finest night's sleep Rory had ever had in the whole of his life.